Good evening and welcome to the Cloffice unboxing and mini review for the Fire of Eidolon. First time doing this, so expect it to be shit. Also expect it to have no bells and whistles whatsoever. It's just me talking and the games. Okay, so welcome and thanks for watching. This is Fire of Eidolon. Now, I backed this on Kickstarter a while back, and it was for this fantastic little game that you see here. When I backed the Kickstarter, I got a free print and play version of the game, which I have put together, made into a nice little set, which includes all of the bits and bobs, all of the game cards, all printed on semi-decent cardstock, and then I created a little box out of a couple of old business card holders, which I've then turned into a tidy little game. So the game consists of a series of tile cards which are placed down as you play the game. As you play, you also turn over a series of cards at random, which then potentially makes the tiles disappear as you and your characters are playing on the tile game. So you can see from my print and play version that it's fairly decent cardstock, but I'm expecting that the proper game will be on much better than my version, especially when it comes to things like the level status cards, which tell you how to play the game, how many cards to take out at a time at the end of each person's turn, and then it's also got the details of the individual characters and their special abilities and how much they can pick up at any one time and how far they can move. There's quite a number of tiles involved. I won't get all of those out of my bag, but suffice to say, it all fits rather neatly into this little packet that I created. So the actual game, which arrived today while I was at work, is in a box that's about twice the size of the one I created, but then with thicker cardstock. That doesn't really surprise me. So let's see how it all looks inside. So I mean, the first thing to notice is that the game box is a very sturdy game. It's not made out of cheap cardboard. That's thick stuff that's going to last a while. Got a really nice instruction booklet inside, all printed to very good quality. They even provide you a handful of bags to keep everything in once you've had the game open. That's pretty cool. The trick of how to get inside shrink wrap. How to make a grown man look like a fool. That got it. Okay, so actually these aren't on card that's all that much thicker than the one I printed it on. However, it has got a very nice texture to it, which is quite cool, and I should imagine they're actually very nice to play with in the long term and probably won't destroy themselves very quick. I think they called it cloth card, and they have got a very nice backing on them as well. Okay, so again, in a nice bag, we've got all of the actual tiles. Yeah, they're on much better cardstock than I ever could have created myself. So they're definitely going to stand the test of time. They hardly bend. So they're going to be brilliant to play with. I mean, the quality of the 8-bit pictures, that's the entrance hallway. So you come into here and then you can go any way you like. So some of these do have exit doorways on all sides. However, some of them, we'll skip over that one for a minute. Some of these actually only have doorways out on certain sides. So for most of the heroes, you have to exit and enter via those. However, one of the special characters does have the ability to go through walls. But yeah, the quality of these cards is fantastic. I'm very happy with those. The 3 tiles that I actually just discarded a minute ago are the treasure rooms. So your heroes, as they're going through, are looking to find the treasures, and these are where they appear. Once you have all 3 treasures, you can then aim to find the final piece, which is of course the Fire of Eidolon. There we go. There's the Fire of Eidolon. Once you found that, you then have to try and exit the dungeon again, i.e. getting back to the entrance chamber. And if one of your heroes makes it out, the one who has the Fire of Eidolon token, then it's classified as a partial success. If all of your heroes get out alive with the Fire of Eidolon, then it's classified as a complete success. So it's quite a simple strategy, but it works really well. Okay, that's different. I've not seen that before. Okay, so I haven't seen that card before, so I'm going to need to check the rules about that. I think that may be to do with Dark Rock Adventures. I do seem to remember they said that you'd get a special card for the Dark Rock Adventures, which is the other game that they've currently created, and is a special promo card for anyone who backed the Fire of Eidolon. So I think that's what that is. Thank you for purchasing Fire of Eidolon. Please keep this card as it is your proof of purchase, and it may become redeemable for future promotional items via our crafting program. Not heard of a crafting program from them before, so that's quite cool. We'll hold on to that. Okay, yeah, so these cards, so you've got different cards. You've got blue, green and red, which go with the 3 different gems that you have to find, the gem, book, etc. And basically, as you go through, at the end of each hero's turn, you draw a certain amount of cards depending on where you are in the level. So if you're playing hard, you start off by drawing 1 card until you've gone all the way through the pack. Then you would start to draw 2 cards at a time till you've gone all the way through the pack. Then 2 cards, then 1 card, then 2. Then if you're still playing, it goes up to 3 cards and 3 cards, etc. When these come up, you would place a token on the room, which will be in here. There you go. These are the cultists. If you get 2 cultists on a room, the room goes poof and goes into oblivion. If there's a hero on that space, they have to jump for safety into the next room. Some of the heroes specifically target target the cultists, but all heroes can attempt to take them out. Some are better than others. So yeah, that's these cards. And again, pretty decent card stock. I'd probably still put them into card sleeves just to help protect them, as I did with my print and play version, because I just think that would help. So you've got the standees for the characters. They're good quality, they won't break at any time, and you probably saw me put aside the actual characters themselves. So she's one of my favourites. She's the rogue, but I also love the archer. So they come out nice and easy, no faffing, there's no little bobbles where it was still attached to the card, so that's pretty cool. Now, can I get this in without damaging? You're certainly not going to want to take these out again once they're in place. See, already just trying to get that in there is starting to damage that. I'm going to have to do that very carefully later. I won't do it now. So again, you've got very nicely punched cardstock. These are all quite cool. They do just pop out really nice and easily. Yeah, and they're all good quality, thick card. So all in all, that's a very nice little box set. Very cool that they give you the bags to keep all of those in. Okay, so that's the unboxing. So my roleplay group and tabletop group have played the Fire of Eidolon about half a dozen times so far. We've done a combination of the basic heroes. You've got basic heroes and you've got advanced heroes. It recommends that you start off with the basic heroes for obvious reasons, get used to the game. They do the job brilliantly well. However, the advanced heroes do have some extra special abilities, and they really do sort of add an extra element to the gameplay. Let me just find some of the cards. Trying to remember which are the standard heroes and which are the advanced. Okay, so the rogue has the abilities Find Secrets. Whenever you use a move action, you may pass through any walls between chambers if at least one doorway is present on either side of the wall. This skill may not be used to pass through solid walls. So that's where I was saying earlier, if you've got a door on one side but not on the other, you can pass through if you're the rogue. And then once per game, she can use an extra 3 action points on this turn only, and for a single turn have a total of 6 AP. Just means that she can do a lot more. Every action costs a certain amount of action points, and so that allows her to do more. Okay, so the Dark Knight Avaloc, who's quite a cool little character. If that's going to focus on him. He's got a basic thing of every time he successfully attacks a cultist, you can place a cultist token on your hero card. Normally they go into the pile, so this guy actually consumes the souls of the cultists. He can then, once per turn, return to the supply an amount of cultist tokens equal to his current AP, which starts at 2, equal to your current AP per turn plus 2. So at the moment he's got 2, so he'd have to have 4 cultists the first time, and that then allows him to increase his maximum AP per turn by 1. So once he's got 4 cultists, he can go up to 3 AP. Once he's then got a 5 of 5 cultists, he can go up to 4 AP, and so on. Just makes him extremely powerful by the end of the game. Really, really good. He can take cultists out left, right and centre. So yeah, as I was saying, we've played the game at least half a dozen times, starting with just the basic heroes and then progressing to incorporating a couple of the more advanced heroes into the game. And it really does make it a really fun game. We've had games where it's been a real struggle to win, and we've had games where we've breezed through it because just sheer luck at times, but also strategy. This game will play with one person, and it will play with up to, let me just check, up to 6 people. Generally takes about half an hour, slightly more if you've got more players. Absolutely fantastic game. Thoroughly recommend it to anyone who likes a nice cooperative game that's quite easy to set up, very easy to learn. You'll have your kids playing this. I mean, it recommends an age of 14 plus, but to be honest, you'd probably get it at the early teens, if not a bit younger if you've got kids that game. So yeah, I'm extremely happy with the Fire of Eidolon. Well worth buying. Super small game, so you can take it anywhere, and it's certainly going to stay in my game pack and go with me whenever I go anywhere. So well done to Magic Meeple Games. I thoroughly recommend the Fire of Eidolon, and I'm really looking forward to the next game, which they're going to send me out the print and play version for me to test and do a review on. Big thumbs up. Well done, guys. So that's me, Bifford, doing my first unboxing and mini review. I hope it didn't suck too much. Please leave comments below. Cheers, guys.